Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Let's do some real coffee talk today. I actually have coffee this morning. So, that being said, we're going to the view of Bitcoin making a new low. Look a little bit bearish this morning. Let's put this out where it should be for starters. We're gonna move our X here. Let me show you why I think we're gonna hit that. I don't believe this is a correction like we had originally charted. Okay, watch this. I think this is our weird ass correction. Notice how this peak doesn't break this one. This one doesn't break this one, right? Now, let's throw some fibs on it. Let's double check our math here. Oh, bang, bang, baby. Look at that. Okay. 1.0 extension. Easy money, dog. Easy money. I mean, you could break these internal waves out really however you. I mean, you know, they could be impulsive or whatever. I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, I've seen a lot of different people breaking these out into different internal wave counts. I could care less the internal wave counts in here because overall, we have this larger ABC that tells us we're going to about 27.8. Okay, so that's really what I care about on Bitcoin. So that being said, some short-term decline. This is more than likely going to, you know, we're here, and if you think about how waves come out or how they bounce around, we'll probably make like a lower low here, right? Finally, and then get a little return to this zone, and then a deeper dive before we up and out. Okay, this will be my expectation. Just, I mean, look at how much chop we've had lately, right? So this will be my expectation of movement. We very well could just drop out here and then, you know, make our decline. I mean, our increase. But for now, this is my expectation. This is what I see. So if you notice, I'm a little bit more clear this morning. I think some of our pollen is finally clearing up. So I'm not as stuffy and sniffly and clearing my throat every 2 fucking seconds. So just bear with me, you know, bear with me. Hi. Okay, so Litecoin, same thing. There's a new WXY here in play. Larger scale. It changes all of this. Wait, hold on. Before I get too crazy, let's go change this on Bitcoin. Sorry about that. So that changes our target zone. Our target zone is now 33,917 to 37,621. Okay. Please be advised that is the new target zone. Remember, I told you guys the deeper leg is going to change this target zone. And with this, remember what we talked about on the daily, right? With a shallow target zone, we go deep. Okay. With the shallow target zone, we go deep. Okay, so just be advised. This extra push down just changed this whole sequence. The bulls were not strong enough to create a new high here, and have like I if we would have created a new high yesterday on this run right here, if we would have came up and broken W and made a new high, then I believe we could have impulsed easily almost to the 1618, which would have given us a dramatic change in the bottom of Bitcoin. We could have almost put the bottom of Bitcoin at like 17, 18K for sure. And that would have been phenomenal for crypto had bulls done this yesterday. Okay. But they failed. They failed making a deeper leg here. Um, and I let me correct myself from yesterday's video. I kept saying the X wave because I was just staring at X and I hadn't had enough coffee yet. This is the X wave. This is the Y wave. I was calling this run. I kept saying, oh, and then when we run up to make X, so I was very incorrect. My mind was focused on other things, so you'll have to forgive me. We are looking to complete X here, and then make a run on the Y wave. Okay, so just to clarify and correct myself from yesterday. Sorry about that. Okay, Litecoin, similar situation. Similar situation. Um, Remember how we talked about complex corrections can break out into different, wave styles, right? Um, so this is also we'll make this a light colored one so it blends in. Um, the internals of a lot of these are corrections because like even this right here is a correction upwards, right? Um, okay. Um, this is just a complex wave correction. I mean, there's a larger correction here at play, right? Just like in Bitcoin. Um, but then we even have a smaller correction for this wave. So again, um, and I've plotted a lot of this stuff already this morning, guys. I'm redoing it for y'all. So just anyways, just when you apply the rules of Elliott, this is how the waves come out, right? I mean, corrections hit certain extensions of itself. There's rule sets for the different waves, and when we apply that stuff to the recent price action, this is how it all plays out. So once again, we're doing an ABC. I mean, 1.0 extension is here. Okay, barely makes a new low. So that's why I think we go a little bit deeper because the X is there. So the ABC is going to probably extend a little bit beyond 64.23. I called a little short scalp yesterday, by the way. Or not called, I just said I was taking one. To down to 62. I think I'm going to close it out around 63.25. So just FYI. I think that's where I'd like to close it. So, anyways. Okay, let's look at Ethereum for all my Ethereum guys and gals, real quick because I've got to get to indices. So again, same type of deal. We're gonna have to move the X for this, and we're probably looking. Well, here let's just put it there for now, and let's chart it out together because that's how we do this. And I want you guys to start to learn um, how to chart this out. Okay, so just like Litecoin, it has an odd WXY here. Okay, so that's all good and fine. Now, the way that we pull this one is here's your WXY. Okay, and the difference between an ABC and a WXY is just complexity, guys. Okay, that's really all it is. So if you're wondering why am I pulling certain ones, again, it's just because of the wave counts, the complexity, how do the waves break out. I don't have time to get into all the rules. Again, I chart a lot of this stuff in the mornings, and then I come back and I just do it on the fly with you guys, so that way these videos aren't fucking hours long. So just bear with me. I'm not teaching Elliott Wave. I'm just going through this and kind of putting this up here for you guys. Okay. So bang, there we go. Now we have our 1.0. Okay. So that's in place. So now that we know where that's going to be, we can change this like so. We can bring this box back down here, and here's our Y. Okay. Simple as that. Ethereum calling a top, or not, excuse me. No. Strike that. We should see a top end here of this little run between 2283 and 2569. Okay. Okay. And then resume further decline for sure. How do we get up here? I mean, wave counts are wave counts. I don't. The internals of all this don't really excite me. So, I mean, again, just proposing, right? Just proposing. I mean, we could see something like this, right? Or this could do another correction. Yay! Like this, right? Straight down from here. I mean, it's all like. Actually, I think this is probably what's going to happen. Matter of fact, because that looks more like a correction than it does a. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it just depends. Because it looks more like a correction than anything. So we'll see. It doesn't really matter. I mean, we're going here before we go here. So this actually, and let me say this before I move on. The deeper X is probably the better option because we failed. Let me say that. Because we failed this, okay. The deeper X is probably the best option of what could have happened now. Okay. Yesterday's evening video, we had a couple of different options where we were actually only making like wave 4 of 5 on the A, and we could okay, that would have really sucked if that was the case, right? Or if this ended up not being the type of correction that we wanted to see, or if the Y was going to truncate somewhere here and we drop out. I mean, there was just so many options. Okay. Of course, I was always leaning towards just the highest probable chance. Okay. Not a guaranteed chance, just the one with the highest probability. And in this, when you have like 4 or 5 options of where this could go, your highest probable chance is somewhere around like 30 or 40%, right? I mean, so that's why a lot of people are like, oh man, you're always changing your wave counts. Well, yeah, you have to change them as you see them, okay? All this in between on Elliott Wave, and let me explain this. This is not meant to be predictive, okay? Like the biggest thing about Elliott Wave, and I've said this on a previous video, is if we do this, make this X and hold, and we don't surpass A, then we're going to make this Y, and we're going to make B, and then for sure we're going to drop out, right? Remember when I was like, if, then, bang, right? If, then, bang. So That's a lot of what Elliott wave is. It's just counting up the waves, setting everything in place. We can generally find some targets for certain areas. We can generally find targets for certain areas. Okay, generally. That's why you see me pull up the extensions and say, okay, because look, here's the thing. This zone is based on a 1.0 extension. If we come to X, let's say we come to X and we make X down here, okay? There's nothing that says we can't do this. This is well within the rules of Elliott wave, okay? I mean, I'm just putting this out there. This is well within the rules. I mean, hell, we could do an X all the way to here if we wanted to. Okay, I mean seriously, if Bitcoin wants to go all the way here, like right now, then we can go all the way here right now. Okay, nobody is stopping Bitcoin from doing a 618 extension on this little correction. Okay, and if we did that, look where it changes the waves. Okay, just have a look. Then we only go as high as 31,660 minimum. Okay, and that barely breaks the peak of W. Barely breaks the peak of W. Okay, so I just want you guys to fully understand this stuff and know. I just want you guys to know, like, this is how, like, well, just to understand fully, like, the whole purpose of all this, okay? Because it's not always just as simple as, well, here's the waves, here's the targets, and I'm trying to predict something of the future, okay? I'm laying this out as it plays. I make mistakes. I should have kept this trend line here, right? I mean, look at how beautifully we tapped off the trend line that I had at the beginning of, like, last week. Remember, we were playing this trend line. We said if we fell out, it was a big problem. If we bounced here and made a new high, then we were on our Y leg. Okay, right? We discussed this area, and we ended up dropping out. And for some reason, I deleted this. And if I would have seen that we came back up and retested, and we failed 3 times to break into the trend, I would have actually told people to short here, because shorting is part of my. It goes with my sequence. We can short this, and I missed it because I deleted a fucking trend line, right? So I make mistakes. It's okay. Like, we're all human. But at the end of the day, these are just guidelines for me to understand a general idea of where it's going. When we get to certain setups in Bitcoin where it does certain things that we can properly calculate the targets, then I have a very high chance of calling a play. Okay? Or when I call that play, that it works in our favor. Right? So that's my rule set. Is these waves just help me to build into a position. So once it gets there, we're good. For now, it doesn't matter really how all these internals play out. It doesn't. I'm just kind of showing you guys to build a basis as to why I think it's going to go somewhere. Because I don't want somebody to go, well, I mean, Tex, you didn't explain why are we going here, right? Like, okay, fine, that's fair enough. It's a great question. Here's why. Okay, here's the internals. So that's why I explain all this stuff for everybody. Okay, so short term, I mean, yeah, we may see some rejection now that these MAs are lining up with the resistance line here. I'm seeing a deeper X this morning. This whole move has been really weird. I see a deeper X. Don't trade off of that, but I see a deeper X. Okay? I mean, failure from the channel. We're failing to break above MAs. We have a resistance line here now. So I'm just waiting for the break of this low. Okay? If we miraculously hold this low this morning and we just start impulsing up or something, then I don't, I guess we're going to have to call this done here. But this looks like a correction, okay? We should end at a 1.0 or deeper, but at least a 1.0. So when this correction is done, then we'll look at our confirmations for going up on a Y leg, okay? Okay. Let's talk about these guys. So everything was going swimmingly. It was. This is also why Bitcoin went deeper. Okay. Look at all the indices and the gap down they had. Okay. Um, this is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. All right. I mean, let's just call it for what it is. So we went deeper on USDX. Tweezer bottom sign that we may have started to find our bottom here. Because remember, we have reached a full 1.0 extension on USDX now for this correction. Okay. Let's change this to green because this is going to start being bullish. So, I mean, there's every chance in the world that USDX starts to do this. Okay. And if it does, well, for now, the sideways action. Here's the thing. I think we get a little sideways in this box. We get some chop, which is going because we have to flatten these EMAs out, right? Because they are very bearish. I mean, look at that. It just Bitcoin looks like it wants to go up, so I think they're going to go sideways for a bit to allow Bitcoin to go up. Okay, just personal opinion. I think we get sideways here. I think this ends up being somewhere like this. Okay. Just a personal opinion. Okay. So, here we'll slide this over here. So I think we slide around, and this is just elongated into here, and we'll put this like that. Okay, that's what I see happening. Me personally. Who knows? Maybe we just rocket fuel out of here and goodbye all indices and everything. So who knows? Okay, so what does that mean for these guys? Okay, unfortunately, didn't get shorts filled on any new plays. Okay. Look, you can call this a 4. This is an incomplete sequence for me to make a 4. Okay. But this is a very short 3, so I can understand why we didn't have a long 4. Like, I get it. The other thing is, let me. Okay. So 5 will not go deeper than this. Okay. I'm saying we're not going to go past 11,051 on NQ. If this is the actual structure, okay, I could have this wrong. If this is the actual structure, then yeah, okay. If this is the structure, okay, you can have an elongated wave 1, okay, and then have a shorter wave 3, but then wave 5 has to be shorter, okay. The wave 3 can't be the shortest wave. That's the only condition. It's the only condition on an impulse, and this looks impulsive to me. Okay, so let's just see how this plays out first before I start saying, we're gonna hit here. We're gonna, like just chill out. Okay. See, that's why I have a problem with calling that a wave 4. To be honest, it just we're getting some bullish movement out of these guys. Um, it's hard for me to say this is a wave 4. It's really hard for me to say it's a wave 4. Okay, I'm actually going to leave ES like this. Let's slide it over a little bit more. I'm going to leave ES like this because we didn't make a new low here. Okay, we came up, and actually, what this could be is like this. Okay, it could be this type of correction up into here. Okay, um, before we make this, it could be, um, and that doesn't break our invalidation level, and that doesn't make wave 5 the longest wave either. Okay, wave 3 would still be longer slightly. So let's see how this works out. Okay, RTY again, feeling something of a similar nature on RTY. I feel like we're barely going to grab this. I mean, this is literally going to be our window, probably here. Okay. I don't want to change this yet. I still really believe in my correction here. Okay. It's just what I see. Okay. We'll see how these play out in the short term. It's just really weird. It's all weird. Okay. So at the end of the day, looking for a little decline in the cryptos. Okay. A little bit of bearishness on the cryptos. If the indices really have finished, then we're going to be looking for the decline. I'm excited that we're going to tap this buy box. This is amazing. When we get in here on NQ, buy, like as in purchase, long, purchase, buy. Because then we should see our up and out. Same with ES. You know, I mean, maybe, right? Maybe this is this. Okay, maybe. Whatever. I'm holding my position. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm a grumpy old man. I'm still holding this for now. Okay. It again. This could be the end of 4. Okay. Could be the end of 4, and then 5 is just like in here. Okay. Could be. I'm not saying it's not. I like my original view still. So for now, I'm holding this as my position. And the same with RTY. For now, I'm holding this as my position. Okay. Looking for a 2 pullback and then a really hard bang down. Okay. Surprise possibility is that, look, let me show you a surprise possibility here. Okay. That this A and B is incorrect. Okay. Surprise possibility is that this A and B is incorrect. No, wait. No. That's not the surprise possibility. The surprise possibility is we do here, 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 here. Okay. Surprise possibility. This would be a really strange impulse wave down. Very strange. But nothing says it can't be. It would just be really strange. Okay. Because if you look at the internals of this guy, we can pretty easily make like one of these. Okay. Because look at the divergence from here to here. There's divergence here to here. There's also divergence here to here. So actually, this is more than likely like this, right? And then your wave 4 is somewhere like this. Okay, like this is just a really fucking weird wave 3. So, anyways, we don't need to get into all that. Point being is that if this is really how this is broken down, then this wave 5 could go pretty deep, right? So, watching and waiting on the indices. I mean, I can't stress enough like how much of it actually rides on USDX. Yen pairs seem to be doing well. Yen pairs doing a double, possibly. Uh, so you can see on the okay. So for anybody not used to like the pairs, okay, this increase is actually a decline in the yen, okay, because this is the dollar gaining strength against the yen, okay. This is the dollar declining against the yen, okay. So that's how you read this chart, just so you guys understand. So the decline here is bullish for like crypto a little bit. I mean, I wouldn't say it's directly related, um, but the decline there is the decline in the dollar. Okay, and as you can see, like when things are declining here, you know, Bitcoin likes to get its pops. When this bitch is running, I mean running, Bitcoin does its tanks. Okay, it's a really simple relationship. It doesn't move bar for bar, tick for tick. Okay, so just get that shit out of your head. But the decline in the dollar against the yen. That's why I say yen pairs are important. Okay, we got a decline in USDX here. Okay, these cryptos should start. Okay, let's get our new low. Let's get a low in place, confirm, and let's see a nice clean break at W. Let's put our low in place and let's break W, and let's move on. Let's stop this sideways bullshit, Bitcoin. Stop it right now. Stop it. Bad Bitcoin. So, anyways, all right, folks. Hey, listen, that's all I got today. I got kiddos waking up. I got to go get people ready for school. Much love to all you guys. Appreciate you watching the videos. I hope they're entertaining. I hope they're informational. I hope they're educational. I hope you guys get what you need out of this as far as market directions. And, you know, if there's anything I can do to improve on these or something, you know, special requests you guys have, like, hey, you know, provide me some TA. I want to see what this is, yada, yada. Please, man, just let me know. Okay. Like, send me a message. Give me a heads up on YouTube. My last video, I told you guys my Discord stuff. Here, I'll even give you my Discord deal again. Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now, so bear with me. Sorry. I guess I should know my Discord numbers, right? My Discord numbers are text number 3983. Okay, so guys, listen. Any special requests, please hit me up. I appreciate you watching as always. The views are much appreciated, but I don't do it for views. I do it to help people out, and hopefully we start reaching more people here soon. So please like the videos, share the videos, send them to other traders. See if they agree with the videos, if they like them. I mean, please, I would love for people to start, you know, watching this stuff, and we can all move with the markets together, be successful, and make money together, right? Like that's what I ultimately want. I want all of you guys to make money and stop following Twitter analysts that say, "Hey, I'll bet you 10 Bitcoin it's going to hit 31." Like, come on, man. Like, it's throwing away money. right? It's all for a drama show. Like, let's get realistic here and let's fucking make some money together. Okay? Okay. All right. Cool. Guys, y'all are beautiful. Have a great morning and a great week. Peace.